Hello everybody, welcome back to Stormblood, continuing where we left off. Let's see, can I help you? Yes, you can take your form invitation, your forums. Let's see, thanks, but no, I appreciate the resistance chasing off the Garleans, but what happens when they come back? If worst comes to worst? I don't want anyone calling me no resistance lover. Until I've seen how this all plays out, you can count me out of any talks with the resistance. Oh joy. Alright, lady. What do you have to say? Oh, an adventure, what can I do you for? Or do for you? Speak with the resistance. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not. I'm grateful for what they've done, truly I am, but I've lost too many to this fighting with the Garleans. They like to run off and get killed just as we're getting to be friends, and my heart simply can't take it anymore. Oh, that's sad. Excuse me? Is this a literal street corner scenario here? Why, hello there, sweet... Wait, you're not here for my services, are you? Okay. Alright. An invitation to talks with the resistance, eh? Mayhaps I can pick up a new clientele, while I'm there. Oh my god. My coffers have been running a bit dry ever since the Garleans left. Not that I enjoyed their company, mind you. I did what I had to do to get by. The resistance, however, is a different story. I'll gladly offer my services to the brave men and women. To the women? Alright, who have fought to save our home. Okay. Well, they don't discriminate in this world. Okay. Something I can help you with, lad. Talks with the resistance? Of course I'll go. After all they've done for Algiri, the least we can do is hear what they have to say. Okay, well that was easy. I guess I'll turn this quest in then. Oh, he's behind the cart. Or the wagon, whatever you want to call it. Alright, you're back and still with a few invitations, I see. Let's see, I see. Well, at least now I know how they really feel about us. Suppose I can't blame them. A few of them do seem willing to open up to us, though, so that's a start. It's going to take time, but I'm sure the resistance will earn their trust. Until then, we'll keep fighting to keep them safe. And maybe someday this will all seem like a distant memory. Thanks again for your help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to prepare for our first forum with the townsfolk. Okay. Easy enough. So now I just go over here in this freaking Scooty Puff Junior cart. Freaking Scooty Puff. Oh god, freaking... why do these things exist? They're a flippin' nightmare. Just a freaking horror story. Excuse me. Okay, another cricket thing over here that I'm not going to be able to stand. Ugh. Their animations. Their animations haunt me. They just look disgusting in general. And the last one over here. Hopefully I can manage to get the freaking last Aether Currents here, but I doubt so. Wait. Okay, saved it. Now, do this, get this, voila, and kaboom. Dead. Now I'll wait until I do these other quests before turning in that one. Just turn them all in bulk. Saves a lot of time. I'll be right back as I head towards the next quest thing, so be right back, people. Babies! Alright. Let's see. Heel or Helly sent you? I don't know how to pronounce that name. Oh, she can yell at me later. First, I need to find my necklace. It was a gift from my parents, and I refuse to leave without it. Would you help me look for it? It must have fallen off when I was fighting with those damned mood suits. Am I gonna have to kill a mood suit? No, I guess well, I probably will have to soon, because one's probably gonna conveniently turn around. Freaking don't get me stuck there, please. Alright. Where, pray tell, is this necklace? I'll just go around the mountain until I find it. It's faster. Not in there. It's as far as I can tell, it's not over there. Maybe it is somehow. No, it's not. It's not down there, so it's got to be down over here somehow. Over here? Nope. Not over there. No. Okay, you're kind of annoying me here. Where's the bloody necklace? Don't waste my time, please. What's it doing down here? You don't fight a moot suit down here, for God's sake. Jump, turtle. Jump with your little turtle legs. Jump majestically. Alright. Did you have any luck? Yes, I got your bloody tarnished little necklace. Oh, bless you, sir. It's the only thing I have left to remember my parents by. I lost them in the wake of the Garleans' initial invasion. They took from us everything they could and destroyed what they couldn't. Like this place, it used to be the rest stop for chocobos, if you can believe it. We'll rebuild it all someday, though, and as long as I have this, I'll remember what we're working so hard for. Speaking of which, I should be heading back. I'm sure I'll get an earful from Helly. Yeah, I'm just gonna call her Helly. I will be right back. Be right back again as I head to the other quest markers. So be right back. It was literally right here. I literally paused it for like 2 seconds. Okay, Grey Pantera. You know, the least they could have done was, you know, make them actually gray. Just a thought. I mean, you can't call it gray when it's yellow and freaking orange. I know there's some colorblind people out there, but I'm not. Thank you. Also, usually aren't panthers usually black? Panteras definitely has to be a reference to panther. Let's see, it seems I was right to ask for your aid. He will need treatment, but his wounds are not severe. There's still a matter of the provisions. However, when you continue with the delivery, well, I see him back to town. They were meant for Guntmar. Continue north and you'll find him. Alright, so I pick up the crate that I can magically carry with no worries. But I will turn that in after I go to this other quest marker, so I will be right back one more time. I'm back, babies! Oh gosh, these creepy things again. Do that. And thankfully they die pretty easily. I want to see, like, I know that the final ability for Dragoon that I'll get at level 70 is supposed to be a freaking, like, it turns the blue buff red, and I guess that makes it even stronger. It unlocks new abilities. I just want to know how much stronger it makes everything. Because it's supposed to be like channeling Nidhogg's energy, I guess. So yeah. Anyways, I'll be right back again. Gonna turn in these quests. I'm back, although I'm getting ready to go outside and yell at this idiot who keeps revving up his freaking little crappy dirt bike. Jesus Christ, he does this crap every day. Let's see. It looks like he was the only one up there, this time at least. He explained the situation. It seems all the soldiers seen up at Goodblade were they're helping with his search. This isn't the first time I've heard such tale. Wish I could say it'd be the last, but these men have been through a lot. Sorry to put you through all that trouble. I hope you'll still be with us when there's more serious matters to tend to. But thankfully that idiot with the motorcycle drove away, so I don't have to go outside and yell at him. I just... These people have no courtesy. This is a freaking neighborhood. There's an elementary school at the end of the street. There's a bunch of old people living here. And yet there's some idiot who goes around revving his motorcycle out loud for no reason. It can't be necessary. It's definitely not necessary. It's just like, I just want to sound cool, go vroom vroom. It's like I just want to throw a freaking glass bottle in his trail when he's in front of him whenever he's driving down the street. Hope he goes just flying. God, what a prick. Let's see, the mighty adventurer returns, but has he completed this task set before him? I stand corrected, he's back again. I swear to God, if he doesn't shut that stupid thing off, I'm gonna... Ugh. Ugh, I hate it. I hate that stupid bike. I knew I was right to call on you. I have an eye for these things, you see. But it is not I who will benefit from your aid, but the good soldiers here in Algieri. I deliver all manners of supplies from the armor on their backs to the bread in their bellies. The last thing we need is them marching into battle with empty hands or stomachs. And I would be to blame. Why, if you hadn't recovered those crates, I would have had no choice but to flee under the cover of night, perhaps even assume a new identity. You don't believe me, do you? I should hope not. A merchant will sell nothing without a convincing smile to show his customers. Thanks to you, my smile remains genuine, for now at least. Right. Oh god, I forgot there's gonna be freaking maintenance tonight. That'll be at 9 o'clock. Which is 2 hours from now. Great. Let's see, the Chipuis will give you any trouble? I'm literally getting ready to go out there and yell, if he does not stop. It is freaking discourteous. It's getting old. These are pretty plump. Looks like you found a lively lot out there. Aye, these will make it for a good stew. It's a specialty of mine, a nice spicy broth with chunks of meat so tender they practically melt in your mouth. Ugh, I find Chipuli legs work best. The Garleans thought we were savages for eating this stuff, but now that they're gone, this Algieri stew is back on the menu. I'm sure the soldiers will find it a welcome change from the rock-hard breads and salted meats they're used to. And you two, be sure to stop by for a bowl sometime, my treat. Oh, so there's no multi-part quest still. I'll take it. That's fine with me. Wait, what the hell? What? Ah, crap. Be right back again, because I didn't notice that quest marker all the way up there. Alright, I'm back. Let's see, an adventurer, what are you doing in a place like this? Giving you a supply crate. Ah, our provisions, but how did you get a hold of them? I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that he's going to be okay. Could have been worse, you know. There's the Keycurrent to the north, and gods know what else is lurking about out here. I'd much rather work a position back in town, but orders are orders. Thanks to you, I have another week's worth of food and drink to keep me going. Alright. Ah, crap. Nope. Here's the multi-parter. let's see. Fancy meeting you here in a place like this. I could actually use a bit of help from capable adventurers such as yourself. Keeping watch up all by my lonesome is surprisingly tiresome work. Lately, I haven't been able to keep focused, and I nod off at the strangest times of the day. If you could bring me a single horn for the mood suits over near Goodblade, it would help me immensely. Why are their horns some sort of freaking stimulant? Mind your step, this headwind is helping us now. But the wind can be fickle. You don't want the Keycurn picking up your scent. I've been posted here to monitor their movement, but I fear they may discover me soon as my perfume has nearly run out. Wait a minute, you're an adventurer, right? I've got a job for you. If you're interested in making a bit of easy gill, I need you track down an acquaintance of mine, a hunter from Algieri, and fetch a flask of moodsuit tallow from him. The Keycurn have been unusually active the past few days, and I dare not take my eyes off them if I can help it. Bring me that flask and consider yourself a few gil wealthier. Alright. Well, I guess I'll be right back as I head for those quest markers. Alright, I'm back, babies. Let's talk to this person. Let's see, Rahu sent you, didn't he? The Keycurn must be up to something big if he can't be bothered to come meet me. Luckily for him, I've already prepared another bottle of his perfume. Now listen, you must not, under any circumstances, open that bottle. One drop of that gets on your clothes, and you'll be smelling of Jacobo shite for at least a week. Alright. Be right back again as I head to the other one. I'm back. Well, it looks like a... Is this what I think it is? Because the quest marker's all the way over there. But I'm starting to think that's not going to be where I need to go. Strange taste. Yeah, I just need to slay a moodsuit for its horn. So, I'm not going to have to go all the way over there. Yeah, see, quest marker disappeared. Well, I guess I'll be right back again as I turn these two quests in. I'm back, babies. Alright, let's give this guy his perfume. Let's see, good, you're back. Seeing as you're here, I've got one last favor to ask of you. I would kill you. Would you sprinkle that there tallow on me? Just thinking about the smell, I can't bear to do it myself. Oh, joy. Please do it quick and be done with it. A bottle of tallow rendered from the fat of a moodsuit. Huh? Oh, okay. Oh, God. Oh, God's my nose. I swear this smells worse than before. You see, the only way to hide one scent from the Keycurn is to mask it with another. Considering their keen sense of smell, even facing in this general direction must be painful for them. Then again, they don't have to live with it. You may want to get going soon. Stay close for too long, and you may have to live with this for a while yourself. Yeah, I don't think I want to live with it. I hope this guy's not the multi-parter, but I get the feeling he's going to be the multi-parter. Maybe. Let's see, did you have any trouble getting the horn? No, I got your bloody horn. Perfect, this is just why I needed to put the spring back in my step. I was initially assigned to this post because of a passing familiarity with the land, but I have a few other tricks most folks don't know about, like grinding these horns into a powder and then mixing it in boiling water. It's good for you and has a kick that really wakes you up. You know, with so few resources to get by on here in the mountains, it sometimes amazes me how we've managed to survive as long as we have. I suppose you could say it's a testament to the value of the knowledge and skills our forebears have passed down through the generations. Ahem. Sorry about that. It's been so long since I've had anyone to talk to up here. Thanks again for your help. Son of a muffin, you're the multi-parter. Alright. Good seeing you again, adventurer. Thanks again for that mood suit horn. I've never felt better. There's enough left over for one more cup, and since you're here, I was hoping you could deliver it to someone. When you return to Alighieri, would you give this to the soldiers standing guard at the north gate? Alright, easy enough. Be right back again. I'm back, babies. Alright, let's see here. Let's see, adventure, always a pleasure. Is there something I can do for you? Yes, you can take this mood suit broth. See, if it is Gutmaw's mood suit broth. Never have I tasted anything so rich, so robust. The pleasant aftertaste that lingers for days on end. It is simply to die for. You would never guess something so wonderful could come from a creature so horrid, but such dishes are made from the horns and bones of animals are quite common in Abania. Aside from their distinctive flavors, they all have varying effects that are quite beneficial to one's health. Some say these recipes came about from the trade with the Near East, if you can believe such a thing. I should return home right now, and oh dear, I believe I'm drooling. You'll have to excuse me. Thank you again for this most pleasant surprise. Oh, really? Is that it? Is that it? Okay, no more multi-part quest. I would pause it, but, I mean, it's literally right here. It's literally gonna take a second. Don't diddle me, Cricket. Nobody wants you. What the hell? What am I doing over here? Oh. Hi, Guardian Beast. I'll just put an end to you. You've got a lot more HP than I would think you would have. Alright. Let me just power up with my chicken. There we go, that's more like it. How dare you hurt my chicken, sir? I'll take kindly to chicken assault. Also, why is there a guardian beast here? Is this some special area? Alright, Lise, what do you have to say for yourself? Hoi! Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've met the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. How does one climb? Is it going to be a mini-game, or is it just going to teleport us? I get the feeling it's going to just teleport us. It'd be cool if it was a mini-game. Yeah, it's teleporting us. Pat, pat, woo. That took a bit more out of me than I expected. I don't see how. You're in impeccable health. And here she is, the Neon Kref's Hope, the ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the XIV era. What the hell? It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. Oh right, I forgot the XIV era there was a calamity that freaking flooded everything, so it's essentially Noah's Ark. But the proof's right here, isn't it? I don't just mean the ship, you know, I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to, sometimes even when they didn't want you to. It can't have been easy staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it, me included. I'll never be a leader like Conrad, or Hien, or my father. No. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? Yes, that'll be fine. So then when do you get the weird dancer outfit, I wonder? Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad, or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that smoke from Castrum Abania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon! I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Ikeda, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castrum Abania and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. Justice! It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's chomping at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others, come on! Please teleport me all the way back there. I don't want to have to run all this way again. There's too much running. So much running. You're gonna make me run, aren't you? Alright, Lise. Let's see, easier down than up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now, before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. Alright. There's no time to lose, Ikeda. General Alden needs to know what we saw. Alright. Oh, okay, so it did teleport me a little closer, maybe. Or maybe I wasn't as far as I thought I was. Please tell me I'm not gonna get... What the... This looks different. Maybe it's the... I think it's the crystal light, I guess. Yeah, it didn't look like this before. As far as I could tell, I guess it lights up pretty neatly at night. It's pretty neat. Alright, what do you gotta say for yourself, Minago? I believe the two of you made it back in one piece. I mean, I always am, but it's a little different now, isn't it? Well, did you learn anything of value? You look like you've got something important. Oh, for God's sake, just talk to Raubon. You returned. I only hope you bring good news. The cannon's on fire! Okay, we scaled the cliffs of Neon Crypt's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castrum Abania's main cannon. I think Marshal Tarupin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. Then we must attack Castrum Abania at once. It could still be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing. Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the Castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk, but how are we to infiltrate the Castrum? In anticipation of a day such as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Abania, including Radiata. Radiata is home to many who hold menial positions at Castrum Abania and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The Resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy working with fellow Alamegans. And at the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad. I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alice and Ikeda, I am sure. Yeah. The question is this going to be a dungeon, or is this going to be just a fight? Well, then, if you're all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. It seems like this will be a dungeon, though. We will make ready to march on Castrum Abania. Go, and may Ralger watch over and keep you. Alrighty. What do you gotta say, Lise? Anything interesting? Okay, thanks for standing by me. Ikeda, together we'll make Conrad proud. Yes, let's make the old man proud. Okay. Just screw it. Just talk to Alpha now. See, my apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by concern for Lise, nor less al amigo. Castrum Abania is the largest Imperial facility in the Peaks, you see, and so the likelihood that Krau is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there is even a chance that Krau might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. Okay. Guess that makes a little more sense. So to review, we are to travel to Radiata, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Tarupin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Ikeda and Lise were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris or Castrum Abania. Perhaps as a result of this, the Resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. You have the right of it. They got a better deal than most All-Amigans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Tarupin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand that their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogadan woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know us as friends. Courage, right. Put together a squadron, Naga. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. Okay, they haven't mentioned bringing quote-unquote adventure friends. God dang it. Why's it gotta be more of these? God dang it. God dang it. Screw it. I need the freaking Aether Currents anyways. Hey, you're that adventurer everyone's been talking about, aren't you? Just the man I wanted to see. You've a bit of time to spare, I hope. It seems a bloody miracle we managed to take Alighieri without spilling a drop of blood, but it was all thanks to one man, a man the Alliance would very much like to speak with. Getting him to come in for questioning, however, has proven more trouble than we thought. It's not my place to be dealing with this, to be honest with you, but I think it'd be best to resolve the matter quietly if possible. Things could get messy around here if the Alliance or the Resistance start kicking up a fuss. I'd like to draw attention if I leave my post, but you adventurers are free to move about as you please. So what do you say? Can you give me a hand? You adventurers are good folk. Now, I really shouldn't say much more out here in the open. You best go and speak with him yourself. Bout's his name. He can tell you the rest. Alright. Please tell me there's more Aether Current quests. Give me more Aether Currents. The more Aether Currents I get, the better. Because I've had enough of not being able to fly. I'm sure everybody else has too. Hey, you're that adventurer everyone's talking about, the one what helped the Resistance. I could use a strong set of hands like yours, assuming you're up to it, of course. For as long as I can remember, I've been running my father's business here in Alighieri. Wouldn't sell to those Imperial bastards, though. I'm not too proud of the things I had to do, but we got by. Now that they're gone, we can get back to doing proper work. More than that, I can finally get to farming, like I'd always dreamed of. Only trouble is, the spot of land I had in mind's overrun with crags. I'll make it worth your while if you could go and clear them out. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Take a look around. You'll know them when you see them. Yeah, crags are those giant rock things. Rock behemoths. Let's see. I swear, where did those boys run off to this time? Excuse me, sir. I've searched everywhere and I can't find my boys. Would you help me look for them? Work has kept me so busy I haven't been able to spend any time with them. Even when I do have a few moments to spare, they're always gone doing God knows what. If you find them and they start making excuses, you'd be wise to doubt them. Still, they've never been the sort to get into trouble. I hope they're okay. They're probably out there freaking getting beat up by some monster, as usual. Let's see, there you are! Everyone's talking about the brave adventurer who fought at the Battle of Castrum Abania. I had no idea that was you. I can't thank you enough for what you've done for us, and for my sister. Speaking of which, she's been looking for you, probably to thank you again for rescuing her. I think she's over by the northeastern gate, if you care to have a look. Oh, let me guess. I'm gonna have to train her too? Knowing my luck. So I was right, the Spear Lady is gonna be the freaking multi-parter. Oh well. Alright, Bout, what do you need? Okay, a cutscene. The adventurer who slew Lord Van Belsar. So they've sent you to claim my head, then? No. Not yet. Brazenbrook sent you to help? Oh, thank heavens. You see, I'm actually a Centurion of the Garlean forces. Now, before you do anything rash, let me explain. When I learned of the Allied forces' approach, I knew we had no way of repelling them, so I ordered all of my men to retreat from Alagiri. I then planned to turn myself in, but I ran into certain complications. I can see you're unconvinced. Tell you what. Why not ask the villagers about me? When you hear what they have to say, I think you'll come to understand why I couldn't turn myself in. And what would those complications be? The only thing I can think of is they'll probably execute you if you surrender. Or retreat. It wouldn't surprise me. That's the kind of thing they would do. About the place wouldn't be the same without him, and we certainly have no intentions of sending him to be butchered by the Alliance. Oh. So they like him around here. Alright, alright. I guess he's not completely evil. Where'd you hear that name? I won't have anyone speaking ill of them unless you're looking to pick a fight. You'll keep your mouth shut. Alright, calm down. Calm down! Besides, I could probably flick you into a wall. Let's see, what do you want with Bout? He's not in trouble, is he? We already told the Alliance scum they can't have him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. No need to freaking call the people who freaking saved your life scum. Jesus. Alright. There you are. Now do you see the cause for my hesitation? In light of their reaction to me, to my being arrested, the Alliance has allowed me to remain here for the time being, but for all intents and purposes, I am a war prisoner. The villagers initially meant to keep me hidden, but harboring one's enemy is a serious crime no matter whose side you're on, and I've heard what the Alliance does to those who help the Garleans. The stuff of nightmares, I tell you. My execution is assured the moment they take me into custody, but if the villagers should take arms in protest, they don't deserve such a bloody fate. Brazenbrook has made a valiant effort to assuage the people's anger, but there's only so much a man in his position can do. I know how strange this may seem, but I want you to convince the people of Alagiri to allow for my surrender. You want me to allow you to get executed? Make up your bloody mind here. So you'll help then? Good, good. For a start, it'd be nice to know why they're so insistent on protecting me in the first place. Though I'd love to spare my blushes and leave this all to you, we need to hear from as many people as we can. How about we both make a sweep of the village and meet back here? Okay, so I guess this guy's gonna be the multi-parter then. Okay, gather information about Bout. Or Bot. Let's see. If Bout hadn't stopped his men, I wouldn't be standing here before you. He was hard but fair, and now these resistance fighters have taken over the place. Sure, they seem friendly now, but just you wait. Oh, Lord. So even the people don't like their own freaking resistance fighters. Come on, man. I mean, I understand. It's a little... I understand you don't want anyone killed. I never did anything wrong, but the Garlemans would always hit me. Mr. Bout was different, though. He was always there to cheer me up, and he'd play with me sometimes. Do you think these new people will play with me, too? Oh. Poor little girl. If you can get beat up by a bunch of Garlemans. Such mean Garlemans. Alright. Now let's go over here with these purple freaking cannons. And Diligent youth. I think it's fair to say we all know about about a great debt. I'd tell you more, but as you can see, I'm a little busy. Why not go talk to Gidalina? Gidalani? I guess Gidalani? I'm sure the J is silent, but freaking weird languages. Weird languages. Why don't you just speak English? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that ignorant. So yeah, the adventure from before Ikeda, was it? You wish to know more about Bout? Or Bot? I'd love to tell you all about him, but first I must ask a favor. The village has been plagued by spitting spinners as of late. I took a look around and discovered they've built a nest close by. I considered petitioning the soldiers for aid, but you seem more than capable of the job. Help me get rid of the nest, and I'll tell you everything you want to know. Agreed? Excellent, let's get going then. I'll lead the way. Right. Either that or you're gonna ambush me for trying to freaking take him. Most likely. That's probably the case. Anyways, let me talk to Spear Lady. Alright, lady. What do you want? Oh, I'm glad you've come. My sister was quite upset with me before, and rightfully so. I promised her I won't run off alone and put myself in danger, which is why I need your help. I mean to slay a group of Kangamato nesting nearby, but not merely for training. No, this is for the good of all of Algiri. They've begun breeding, laying eggs in the watering hole north of here. If they continue, they'll ruin one of the few sources of water we have. Come, we must put an end to them. Alright. Seems a simple enough task. But before I help you, I'm gonna help this other lady. Or get ambushed by said lady. I'll pause it while I head there, because it'll just take longer than it should. Alright, I'm back, babies. Let's see. There you are, the nest is just ahead. You're acting suspicious, lady. Wait, Spinner's Web? Maybe she wasn't. Oh. They're so tiny, though. They're such tiny little spiders. And creepy. Unless there's more than 3. Yep, I thought so. Maybe I should bring out my chicken. I need to stop saying that, because that could be taken the wrong way. Alright, how many more? 1. So there's 7 of them. Oh, this one's stronger than the others. No. Die, please, almighty spider. Thank you. Thank you ever so much. I can't tell you how many we've nearly lost trying to do away with those horrible things. Sadly, this isn't the first time they've caused us trouble. When the Garleans first took Algiri, these lands were rife with spinners for a time. Though we begged for help, our pleas fell on deaf ears. Our village is meant to be a trading hub, so you'd think they would protect such a place, but no! They would come only to get deep in their cups, or take out their frustrations on whoever happened to be present at the time. If we weren't suffering at the hands of drunken soldiers, we were fending for our lives against all manner of beasts with whatever makeshift weapons we could find. There was nothing we could do but endure the mocking laughter as we struggled to survive. Bout changed all that. After he came and assumed command, he immediately put an end to our misery. The difference in our treatment was like night and day. He gave us our lives back, which is more than I can say for what the Allied forces are like to do for us. Bout is a good man, and I hope in time you'll come to see him as we do. Okay. I think there was a... Okay, there's something else around here. So I'll go to this really quick. It's probably that lady. Nope, it's one of the kids. Hello there, kitty. Let's see, what do you want? Can't you say I'm busy practicing? Practicing what? No. You get over there. I'll point at you violently. Mother said to you she's always making a fuss over nothing. I was just training is all. I'm going to join the Resistance and defeat all the Garleans. Then she won't have to worry about anything ever again. I wanted to practice a bit more before I told her, but I don't want her getting worked up over nothing. I should be heading back before she gets mad. A little late for that. I'm sure she's not going to be pleased about you wanting to join a military when you clearly look like you're like 5 years old. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not far, so there's no reason to pause it. Hopefully these subquests will be done soon, though, because I'd like to move on. Bookish boy. Never seen wings like this on a bug before. I wonder why they're so different. I point at you! I point at you! So much doubt. What? Mother sent you to check on me? I haven't done anything bad, I promise. I've been studying the plants and bugs out here. Someday I'm going to be a scholar and make lots of money so Mother doesn't have to work so hard all the time. I've never meant to make her worry. I better go home and let her know I'm okay. No. You're good kids. Well, it looks like she already killed the bugs. What's she doing? Oh. She let her guard down like a dummy. Oh, no, never mind. She's injured. I noticed. Am I gonna have to summon my chicken again? Yeah, I'll summon my chicken. Alright. Put an end to you two. And problem solved. Let's see, that's twice now you've saved me. It took everything I had to slay even one. At least now the watering hole is safe. Let's return to Allegory. And thankfully the other quest marker just happens to be here. Which also happens to involve a fight, because why not? Oh, it's a scorpion. Okay. I'll poke you to death. Give you a good poking. Oh, there's two of them. Did not notice that. Alrighty. Now let's see here. 440. I wanted to check something, but it's too late now. Either way, I'll pause it. Be right back when I get there and turn these quests in. Alright, I'm back, babies. Let's see here. So the god, well done, lad, well done. The land's not in the best of shape, but I'll make do. I'll fix it up so folks can work the land and get back on their feet. Too many have lost their homes and loved ones. Ahem. Don't get the wrong impression, lad. More folks working the land means more profits for my business is all. If it helps people make a better living, well, that's more incentive to get started now, isn't it? Hold on a second. Do I got another one of those tings? Another one of those tings? Yes, I got one of those things. XP bonus. The benefits of being in a freaking free company. See, the boys are home safe and sound. I don't know what you told them, but they certainly had a lot on their minds when they walked through the door. They grow up so fast, I usually only ever see them when they're sleeping. But I looked into their eyes today and saw a fire that wasn't there before. They've never known their father, but no matter how bad things got, I did everything I could to give them a happy childhood. We'll be alright, you wait and see. I may look battered and beaten, but we mothers are made of sturdier stuff. Our love for our children is the greatest strength that there is. Alrighty. You tell them, lady. You tell them, mama person. Alright, let's head back to Mr. Suicidal Idiot. No matter who I talked to, there wasn't too much beating around the bush to get any clear answers. Did they tell you anything useful? They said all that? Well, I'm no saint. I was just tired of seeing my men beat them bloody all the time. I'd seen enough of it to be it before coming here. It's amazing how treatment of the Empire's subjects can vary from place to place. There are territories where life is unchanged by the Garlean's presence, and yet there are others whose citizens would welcome death with open arms. The only escape from either is to join their armies. If you manage to survive 20 years of service, you and your family can earn citizenship, a chance to have a good life. Needless to say, I jumped at the opportunity, and I fought until, before I knew it, I was an Imperial Centurion. But it was too late. Shortly after my promotion, I received word of my family's death, snatched away by some widespread illness. The suffering of these people only served to remind me of my loss, so I put an end to it, simple as that. Yet still they thank me. After I've killed so many, I'll never understand such nonsense. At least now we know for certain the reason for their adoration. Now we just have to convince them I'm not worth protecting. That is a plan to smear his reputation. Oh, come on, you idiot. We'll need a good lie if we're going to change their opinions of me. I've got it. A holy man here in Algieri was slain shortly after my arrival, just before I took command. It was the former Imperial commander who killed him, but you can tell people it was me. I don't think this is going to work. Take my ring as proof. Say it was a keepsake of his, and that I pried it from his cold, dead hands. They'll be so blinded with hate, execution will seem too good a punishment for me. Then again, if people see through the lie, it wouldn't do well for your reputation to be speaking so poorly of me. Maybe we should start with just one person and gauge their reaction before we set the rumor mill to spinning. Try speaking with, just Dialiana, and see if this gets her blood boiling. And then it conveniently turns out that her father, or whatever, was the person who was killed. We'll see. What's this about? Bout's ring. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out like he thinks it is. How awful. The people of Algieri will be furious to hear of this. Why, they might even consider handing him over to the Allied forces. Which is exactly what he wants, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't known you long, but I know an honorable man when I see one. I refuse to believe you would try to smear his reputation and turn us against him. I can imagine why he might try, though. When you return to Bout, you can tell him what I've told him countless times before. No matter what horrible deeds he may have done in the past, no one is beyond forgiveness. Travelers come and go from Algieri quite often, but should they wish to stay, who they were before coming here doesn't matter. We have no interest in the man Bout used to be, only the man he is now. Even if he was a murderer in the past, he's been nothing but kind to us since arriving here. The man we know has a gentle soul, and that is why we protect him. Yeah, I figured it was gonna go that way. I'm gonna go to the Spear Lady, turn that in really quick. I'll probably finish this multi-part quest just to get this out of the way before I freaking end the episode. Let's see, you were amazing back there. It reminded me of all the stories about my aunt. A shame that not all of the Jade tribe think so highly of her. They say she abandoned her home and the tribe, but I don't believe she would do such a thing. Not if there was another way. I know she would have stayed if there was. She would have fought and protected us all. One day I'll be strong enough to do what she couldn't. My loved ones will never need fear the Garleans or anyone else ever again. My sister can yell at me until she's blue in the face, but I refuse to give up. That said, I'm like to stumble a few times along the way. I hope I can look to you again for help if I need it. Oh wait, are you gonna be a multi-part quest too? Please no. Please. For the love of God. Did you find her? So she's involved you in more trouble, has she? Well, I can't get mad at her for protecting the watering hole. I keep forgetting my little sister isn't quite so little anymore, and it seems a knack for fighting runs in the family. Speaking of which, curiosity got the better of me, and I asked a few of the soldiers if they knew aught of my aunt. They say a woman matching her description works closely with a man named Arenvald. I plan to send her a letter and asking her to come bid her sister a final farewell. If my sister finds out, she's like to run off in search of her. I hope she doesn't, but I can't stop her from living her own life. Should that day come, I'll just have to... I'm sorry about that. Don't let me keep you with these sob stories. I'm sure my sister will be fine. Oh, great. So you think your sister's gonna run off? Which she probably might, but maybe she won't. See, how did she take the news? She was absolutely livid, wasn't she? Tell me everything. Yeah, it didn't go well. They only care about the man I am now, and what sort of man am I supposed to be? My family is dead, I can't return to the Garleans. But that's not your concern. It seems it'll take more than a nasty rumor to sway their opinions of me. I have to think of something soon, though. It's only a matter of time before the Alliance decides it's done waiting. Can you try speaking with, Jiaoyani, or whatever, Jayana, or Nyani. Freaking weird name. Not to spread more falsehoods, but about persuading the townsfolk to let me turn myself in peacefully. Hopefully inspiration will strike by the time you return. It's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. You know this to be true. Or maybe it will. I don't think it will, though. Let's see, let me guess. Bout sent you again, didn't he? Yeah. He can conjure up whatever lies he likes, but he cannot change our minds, so I suppose I can understand his worry. I'm loath to admit it, but entreating the Alliance could resolve all this. It could also make things much worse. If only there was someone among them who knew what a kind and caring man Bout is. Perhaps then we could convince them to show him mercy. Bout has been speaking with Brazen Brook in private about his surrender. Does this mean the Allied forces will soon come for him? Let's go and speak with him while there's still time. Okay. Oh. Alright, talk to Brazen Brook. Let's see what happens. Oh, cutscene. Ah, you've brought company. What can I do for the two of you? An appeal on Bout's behalf, I'm not sure I follow. Please, Brazen Brook, is there nothing you can do to have him pardoned? Or better yet, take me in his stead. Say I am his accomplice, and I will tell your superiors anything they wish to hear. Well, calm down, miss. No one wants to help him more than I do. That said, he's still a soldier of the Garlean Empire, an Imperial Centurion at that. As a member of the Resistance, I have a duty to take him into custody. You can't. The people of Algeria will not stand for his execution. What? Who said anything about an execution? But the Garleans told us you kill all the soldiers you capture. For goodness sake, we're not savages. We're in the middle of assessing the documents and supplies they left behind, and his testimony as to what we've found is sorely needed. Everyone's made it quite clear how his presence has improved living conditions here, so I suspect my superiors will be fairly lenient. That's not to say he won't face punishment, mind you, but he's got to come in for questioning. I see. After so many years under their rule, the Garleans had convinced us you were no better, if not worse than they were. On behalf of all the people of Algeria, I offer you our sincerest apologies. Thank you for clearing up this terrible misunderstanding. Bout will no doubt be relieved to hear of this. Let's go and share the good news. Alright. So everything goes well. I still don't understand how could this possibly link up with the freaking miners. The people who started mining. Again. I just... Well, that's the thing. Every multi-part quest is linked up with the other one in the same area. It seems Bout has left as a note. Dear Ikeda, the time has come to bid you my final farewell. Try as I might to focus on the present, the past me still haunts me. My family calls. If you can find it within you to grant me one last favor, I bid you deliver my head to the Allied forces. I have enclosed instructions to this end. No, he can't! Ikeda, we have to stop him! God, this freaking idiot. We can't let him go through go through with this, Ikeda. It looks like he's heading northwest toward the fringes. I pray we're not too late. Son of a fluff nugget. This idiot. Alright, I'll pause it as I head my way toward there, so be right back once again. I'm back. I'm not sure why she's panting. Don't worry about me. Safe bout. Okay, so I guess he's attacked by a giant kitty. Giant kitty. Hello, kitty. Vulgar Pantera. Alright. I'll just put an end to you, mister. Just, ha. And dead. Finally. This fool probably wanted to be eaten by that freaking animal, though. Knowing whom. I suppose this is where I'm supposed to thank you for saving my life. Bounty Ikeda, thank goodness you're both unharmed. Why the hell did you bring her here? Cowards, the lot of them. They would waste the chance to make an example of me. This is all our fault. If we hadn't shown such aggression to the Allied forces, they would have likely made their intentions clear ages ago. You needn't apologize. If I had known they wouldn't kill me, I would have merely sought another way to death's door. But why? You have so much to live for. I have nothing. What is a man without his family? A soldier without his men? I've stained my hands with blood, with the blood of so many innocents, and for what? You still have Alighieri. It would have been all too easy to stand by and watch the soldiers taunted and tormented us, yet you chose to show us mercy. All that was... After all the good you've done here, are we not worth living for? Am I not worth living for? Oh, here we go. Well, I can see where this is going. I know I can never replace your family. I would never try, but I'd like to try and make you happy if you'll let me. What? Has this obsession with loss truly made you so blind? The people of Alighieri care about you, none more so than me. You brought light and hope back into our lives, and I would return that kindness 100-fold if I can. Well, time to make babies. Yes, by all means, let's get married, settle down here in the village, and fill our cottage with the pitter-patter of little feet. What? Marriage, I didn't mean to. That's not to say I'm opposed to. Oh dear, this is all so sudden. Okay, now he's just screwing with her. Before you let your imagination run wild, there's still the matter of my surrender to the Allied forces. I'm going to need your help in assuring the others that I won't be put to death. Yes, of course. I suppose this is it. I know not what they have in store for me, but I will at last atone for my crimes. When they release me, well, it seems I have something worth waiting for. Thank you for everything. Well then, that just kind of spontaneously happened, didn't it? Guess I'll be right back. Well, actually, you know, screw it. I'm just gonna freaking teleport. Save me the bloody time. I've got an hour until maintenance. Need to wrap this up. I was hoping to be able to record 3 episodes, but no, I can only record 2. I'm probably just gonna end up recording some of the Surge after this maintenance starts, I guess. Alright, Brazenbrook, there he is, the hero of the hour. I don't know how you did it, but Giuliana, Gialani, returned just now with bout and tail. He says he's ready to turn himself in. What's more, public reaction to his surrender has been surprisingly calm. The last thing we need is to be finning off the people we came to save. If he hadn't shown up when he did, I'm sure they'd be chasing us out of here with pitchforks and torches by now. To make sure they don't, we'll all be taking a leaf out of Bout's book and building better relations with the townsfolk. It'll take some work to be sure, but we'll get this place back to the way it used to be. Oh, so it doesn't even link up? That's strange. No, it's definitely going to link up somehow. They're going to find some excuse to link it up with the miners. That's the usual pattern. It's probably going to happen after a few more main story things. But unfortunately, it is time to end this episode. So we'll continue with the main scenario after this, since all these freaking subquests are finally out of the way. So if you lovely people enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe, leave a comment, possibly leave a donation, share the channel with your friends, poke the notification button. And if you'd like to support my channel and help it grow, maybe visit my Patreon and become a patron. And I'll see you lovely people in the next episode. Have a good night, everybody.